Hey everyone, thanks for coming back. Last night was a trip, wasn't it? Anyways, welcome to Discover Your Intuitive Self. And I am Brenda Reading, and I just want to say hello, my psychic friends. And I call you my psychic friends because one of the ground rules about us doing this together on this talk show is that you accept the notion that all of you, yes, all of you, are born with natural psychic abilities. Okay? So yes, hello, my psychic friends. And that you're going to throw out any preconceived notions that you have about what you can or can't do. All right? So last night we started a conversation about different psychic things. We talked about all the things we were going to do on this show, which is a lot. And one of the things I told you is that I would be sharing some personal life stories, real life stories with you, which I call snippets of spirit. So what I'm going to do is tell you something that happened to me. It is regarding one of the basic psychic senses, okay? And it would be clairvoyance, which is clear seeing, and that is done with your third eye chakra right here, and we're going to be talking more about that today. So here's the story. It was at least 10 years ago, all right? Now, when I was growing up, my father, for some reason, referred to German shepherds as police dogs, okay? He wouldn't say, hey, look at that German shepherd if he happened to see one. He would say, look at that police dog, okay? So remember that. That's key to this story. So it was late at night, at least 10 years ago, and I was driving home from a development class. So, of course, after a class like that, you're all excited, you're happy, you gave a message, everything went well, you learned something. So anyways, I'm driving home, it's dark. And where I had to drive from is this huge hill, all right? It's a three-legged hill, and meaning there's 3 lanes, and coming down it, you can get to be going really fast if you're not paying attention, okay? So in this altered state of joy that I had from our development class, I am speeding down this hill at whatever speed I was not paying attention, okay? And it's 55, right? So here I am speeding down this hill, and all of a sudden, in my mind's eye, right here, I see, guess what? A police dog. All of a sudden, something impresses me with a police dog, a German shepherd. And of course, I'm thinking, uh-oh, what does that mean, right? Oh, police dog, Brent, you better slow down, right? So I did. I stepped on the brakes, I slowed down, and wouldn't you know it, by the time I got down to the bottom of that 3-legged hill, here sat the police car, nestled back in behind the bushes. You know how it goes, right? And I'm like, phew, thank you, Spirit, right? So that's just a simple example of how being psychically aware, right, of all the different senses that you have and the different ways that Spirit can speak to us can help you in your everyday life. Let's be honest. Everyone is not going to want to be a medium, but everyone should want to be able to develop their own relationship with Spirit just to help you get through these everyday lives that we have, right? And why not? Why not? If you have a whole band of people on the other side of life and your own natural abilities, why not use them? So that's my story, my snippet of spirit tonight. So let's get into a couple questions that I have for you. I gave you homework for last night, all right? One was to pick one of your senses and be hyper aware of that sense as you went through your day. Now, granted, you probably were very busy today, and fortunate for all of us, you have another 6 days before the next show that we have to spend time together. So I'm going to ask you to do that again. And if you did do it, if you did pick one of your senses, did you notice anything different? Okay? So pick a different one. So that's your first thing that we had for homework last night. The second thing we had for homework was to remember to take time for the good. Because as we talked about last night, the vibration of you, of every cell of your body, of your emotions, affects how well your psychic abilities work. Okay? So did you or were you able to take time for the good today? Just to sit in the quiet and think about all the great things that you do have in your world, about the people that love you, about the people that you love, about the blessings that you've been given, your sight, your hearing, being able to breathe freely, simple things that we just take for granted every day. So don't forget to take time for the good, because it will help raise your vibration so that you can make your psychic abilities work better for you. So what I'm going to do right now is talk just a little bit about this little tiny gland that's in the back of your head. It is called your seat of the soul back there. It's your pineal gland. Some people call it pineal. It's just this teeny little tiny, the size of a grain of rice. It's way back in the back of your brain. Now, this gland has so much power in regards to your psychic abilities, but I'll give you a few little facts about it. It stops growing by the time you're 2 years old, right? So it's like by the time you're 2, that's as big as it's going to be. But it regulates your sleep cycle. That teeny tiny piece of grain, size, that gland that's the size of a grain of rice regulates your sleep cycle. How important is that, right? It secretes melatonin and melatonin. It also can become calcified. And by the age of 17, 40% of adults, their gland is calcified. Now, if you're walking around with a calcified pineal gland, your psychic abilities are not going to be high-tuned, right? So what can we do at this point? Most of us are over 17 years old, and we don't know if our pineal gland is calcified. So there's a couple things that you can do. First of all, there are things that affect your pineal gland. Fluoride, artificial food additives, and sweeteners, harmful. Cell phones. I have learned to use my earbuds as often as possible. Don't have this thing on my head, right next to my head. There are natural ways to decalcify your pineal gland, okay? And some of those things are organic cacao, oregano oil. You can get that pretty much anywhere. Neem extract, iodine, helps to strip the fluoride away from the gland, right? And then there's some other things you can do to help with this. Believe it or not, sun gazing. Now, I'm not saying, to stare right up into a bright sun so that you burn the corneas of your eyes. No, you don't want to do that. But just looking into the bright sky 3 to 5 minutes does activate your pineal gland. So what I would like to do right now is I would like to do a little exercise with you. So sit back in your chair or on your couch, lay down wherever you are, and we're going to do a very quick exercise that's going to help to activate or energize the third chakra area, which is your psychic center, and also help your pineal gland. Okay, and just pay attention to what you see or feel or hear, anything like that that's going on while we're doing it. So close your eyes, try to get relaxed, and take a deep breath in and a slow, deep breath out. And let's do that again, in and out. Good. Roll your shoulders up around your ears, right? Just let go some of that tension. Now I want you to take your focus to your eyeballs, okay? You've got your eyes closed, but take your eyes and look up towards the middle of your forehead while your eyes are closed. And just keep doing that for a couple minutes, okay? That in itself, just looking towards your third eye, which is located in the center of your forehead between your eyebrows, will help. So right now, with your eyes closed, use your imagination. Imagine a glowing white ball of energy, and it's right in front of your third eye. You can feel the warmth from that glowing ball of energy, and you can see the white light streaming into your third eye chakra, right into the base of your brain. Just feel that beautiful white light. You may be seeing colors. You may be seeing energy. You may be seeing all kinds of things. And if not, that's okay too. Just sit and relax, enjoying that beautiful ball of white light glowing into your pineal gland. So now just take another deep breath and open your eyes and wiggle your toes. And that was probably the shortest meditation I have ever given in my whole life. However, these classes that we have the first month of October are split 15 minutes and 15 minutes. So I'm trying to give you as much information as I can in a small amount of time. In November, when we have a half an hour, we can do a really good meditation exercise. Okay? So what I'd like you to do is I'm going to give you my email address again, brenda.reading62@gmail.com. If you have a question, if you have an idea for a show, anything, send me an email. I'm going to have all weekend to look at it, and then I will get back to you next week. We are going to have a live callers next week on the show, all right? And I want you to remember, your thoughts are things, okay? So try to keep your vibration high. Try to do things that make you happy. 1, because you deserve it. And 2, because it's going to bring your vibration up, and it's going to help you activate your psychic centers. Now, next week at the 10:45 class on Wednesday night, we're going to talk about the major chakra centers in your body. And those chakra centers are aligned with the various psychic senses that we have. And there's so many things that can affect your chakras. We're going to learn about them. We're going to learn about how to help balance them. And we're going to do some exercises. So I just want to thank you for stopping by after last night. And once again, I'm here to help you know that you're normal and that you have these abilities, that it's something you're born with, and you should be happy about it. Embrace it. You just don't know what you can do. It's a miracle and it's amazing. Anyways, so I want to thank the people again at A1R Psychic Radio. You can catch these on Facebook. You can also catch them on their Facebook page. Go to my Facebook page, Brenda Reading, Spiritual Healer, Medium Teacher. And I want to thank you again. So try to take time this weekend to take time for the good, because it will help you spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and we all need that. And remember that you're all psychic beings, okay? And anything else, just pay attention to what you see and feel and hear for the next week. Be aware of your environment, because you are going to be amazed at what you can do. Have a great evening. Until next week, be well. Thanks.